You're now tuned into OldHeadTV. Put some pressure on that like button and that subscribe button. And don't forget to turn your notifications on.
Hey yo, what it is, YouTube world? It's OldHeadTV, and I'm back in the building, back in the builder, and I'm back with another banger for my 2K family. And today I have something real special, something I've been plotting on making for a while. Today I have a 7-foot guard in a center's body, made from the same mold as Joel Embiid, and I'm sure you all know who Joel Embiid is, but let's take a quick dive into what Joel Embiid does on the court. But real quick, before we go any further, be sure to hit that like button, the hype button. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Also be sure to turn on your notifications so when I upload something, whether it's a new build, new jump shot, or some gameplay, you'll be plugged in. But moving along, standing at 7 feet tall, Joel Embiid plays like no big man we've ever seen. He's got the strength to bully defenders down low, but the skill set of a guard on the perimeter. Joel Embiid can face you up from the elbow, hit you with a jab step, spin, cross, or even step back into a jumper like a wing. His mid-range is money, his footwork is elite, and he could break down defenders off the dribble at his size. He's not just a post-up machine, he's a modern offensive hub. You can ISO him at the top of the key, run the offense through him like a guard, or let him go one-on-one and get buckets on demand. Whether it's a silky jumper, or a power finish, or drawing fouls at an elite rate, Embiid dominates every level on the floor. This build right here will capture that rare blend of power, skill, and versatility that makes Joel Embiid nearly unstoppable. So without further delay, let's get into the build. Okay, so for the vitals, we're going to go with the center position. The height will be 7 feet, the weight will be 239 pounds, wingspan will be 7'3". Now let's get into the attributes. Okay, so Joel Embiid is an elite interior finisher, combining sheer power with touch. That's rare for someone his size. Whether it's drop steps, power dunks, or soft layups over defenders, he can seal defenders deep in the paint and finish through contact. So for the close shot, we're going to take that to a 92. So the face-up game is going to be lethal because you have options like Hall of Fame float game for your floaters, and no one wants to guard a 7-foot big man that could put you in an ISO, get to the basket, and put up a floater. And then we have goal post hook specialists, so you can't play with your back to the basket, and paint prodigy. Also, the drive and layup will be at 80. You will get Joel Embiid's layup style. And watching the 7-foot big man ISO into a Euro step is pure poetry in motion. And the drive and dunk will be at 87, so this big man does get contact dunks. The standard dunk will be a 81, so that means you will also get pro big man contact standing dunks as well. And Embiid's post arsenal is one of the most polished in the modern NBA. He blends old school footwork with modern face-up skills, making him a nightmare for single coverage. So the post control will be taken to an 87, which gets you gold post-up poet, post-fade phenom, and post-up powerhouse. And this is a game changer because these badges will be able to become legend. And with the way 7-footers are moving this year, this can't be a toxic build. And we are only on the finishing. Now we're going to get into the shooting. Joel Embiid is one of the only true big men in today's NBA who can consistently score in isolation like a wing or a guard. He thrives when you give him the ball at the top of the key, mid-post, or elbow and clear the floor. He doesn't need a pick to get to a bucket. So for the mid-range, we're going to take that to an 87. And for the 3-ball, we're going to take that to an 83. And you just get silver dead-eye set shot specialist, bronze limitless range, gold post fade phenom. But with your tier 1 and tier 2, easily you can have Hall of Fame shooting, and there's really no reason to do any shoot and build specializations on this build. Also for the free throw, we're going to take that to a 71 for now. Now let's get into the playmaking. Joel Embiid came into the league known mainly for scoring, but over the years he's grown into a very capable and often underrated passer, especially for a 7-footer who commands so much defensive attention. He's not like Jokic in the terms of pure vision, but his passing has developed to the point where he can effectively run an offense through himself. So for the pass accuracy, we're going to take that to a 76, and this is more than enough to pass out of face-ups, hit cutters, kick the shooters out the post. And for the ball handle, that's going to be a 70, and your speed with ball will be a 60. Now let's get into the defense. Now Embiid isn't a full-time switch defender. Like a smaller hyper-mobile big, he's surprisingly agile for his size. He can switch switch on to guards in short stretches and hold his own, using his length to cut off driving lanes against wings. He's good at using his body to absorb contact and contest pull-ups. So for the interior defense, that will be a 82, so we can get silver post lockdown. Perimeter defense will be a 66, just so you can slide your feet on brief switches or just to hedge a little. Embiid is also an elite rim protector. So for now, your block will go to an 80, and as soon as you jump on this build, the first thing you have to do is add 4 cap breakers for silver paint patroller. That's a must-have. And for your rebounding, your offensive rebound will be a 70, and the defensive rebound will be a 90. And quick FYI, with just 5 cap breakers towards your offensive rebounding, you will be able to unlock the crasher takeover. And real quick, your physicals, your speed will be a 71, agility will be a 60, and for your strength, it will be an 86. And for the vertical, it will be a 78. And real quick, let's just go over the cap breakers. So like I said earlier in the video, the first thing you want to do is put 4 cap breakers on your block and add 1 cap breaker on your vertical, and that will get you an 80 vertical. Very crucial to getting those good block animations. And then also I would add 4 cap breakers to my defensive rebounding for Hall of Fame box out beast. And then you could use a tier 1 to get your rebound chaser to Hall of Fame. Also, it might be a good idea to do rebounding specialization on this build, because you do get 2 cap breakers that you could put on your defensive rebounding to get gold rebound chaser, and then you can add on to your offensive rebounding to get to an 80 for the crasher takeover. And I hope I'm not confusing anyone that's listening to what I'm saying right now. But if you're strictly playing park, I would go for finishing for the build specialization. But back to the build, and here are the takeovers we get. I really wish 7-foot builds could get the mixtape takeover, but I will settle for the clinic, mainly for the capability to shoot off the dribble. But now I'm gonna hit the finish button so we can see that final product. And there you have it, shades of Joel Embiid, Victor Wembanyama, and Domantas Sabonis. And this build comes out as a crafty 3-level scoring cleaner. Also, the build has no weakness on the report, but in the strengths, you do see is looking very Joel Embiid-ish at the moment. But before I get you out of here, I do have a jump shot for my 2K family. The lower base will be Davis Bertans, upper release LaMarcus Aldridge, upper release 2 Kevin Love. Visual cue will be release speed. It is what it is. Animation blend will be 79% LaMarcus, 21% Kevin Love. And this is my favorite jump shot for bigs. Easy to time. You can read the animation, no problem. But yo, that's it for me, OldHeadTV. Be sure to hit the like button, the hype button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and talk to me in the comments. Let me know what you think of the build and what builds you would like to see on the channel in the future, and I'll be sure to get to it. Until next time, peace.